The century of the biggest race in endurance racing will take place on 10th through 11th June 2023. The 100th anniversary edition of the 24 Hours of Le Mans is bound to be the greatest race yet in history. The total entry list of 62 cars includes 16 hypercars, 24 LMP2 cars, 21 GT endurance cars, and an experimental NASCAR. A record-breaking 300,000 spectators are expected to visit this big event. The Centenary edition will be celebrated on the track, where we can expect a series of spectacular battles. To witness the centenary of such an iconic race in person is a once-in-a-life experience. No matter what motorsports you're a fan of, all eyes will be on Le Mans 24 Hour Centenary Edition this early summer. The real question is, which hypercar in the top class will you be backing to win this year's 24-hour French race? We have less than 30 days to go to witness the Centenary French endurance race. In this video, I will do a guide overview of everything you need to know about the 2023 24 Hours of Le Mans. To those of you who are a fan of this racing sport, by now you got a good idea of what to expect in this exciting golden era. Let's talk about the full entry list. The Hypercar Class Grid and World Endurance Championship has expanded a lot in the past 2 years. For the 2023 Le Mans 24 Hours, the Hypercar Class has increased by a total of 16 cars compared to the 2022 edition of Le Mans. 7 manufacturers in the Hypercar Class are willing to contest each other for the big race. Toyota, Peugeot, Glickenhaus, and Ferrari will each enter their pair of cars. Van Wall will enter only a single car. Then Cadillac and Porsche will each bring multiple cars to the race. Cadillac has confirmed that not one, not two, but 3 V-Series Rs will race at Le Mans for the very first time. 2 cars, blue and yellow, are run by Cadillac Racing, and 1 more car in red is run by Action Express Racing. Porsche will enter 4 of their cars, with 3 campaigns by the factory team Penske and 1 customer entry by Hertz Team Yoda. This is by far the biggest grid, with several car makers ready to fight that fans have waited years to happen. 62 total cars, 186 drivers, and 3 classes: Hypercar, LMP2, and LMGTE AM. But this isn't the first time the top class was this huge. We have to rewind the time to the year 2011, which was 12 years ago. 2011 was the final year of Le Mans before becoming part of the World Endurance Championship. The LMP1 class had 17 entries and was headlined by factory Audi R18s and Peugeot 908s, along with cars from Aston Martin, Rebellion, Pasquarello, and Oak Racing. This was the start of the hybrid LMP1 era, and when the LMP1 class reached its peak before it gradually saw a decline. Isn't this crazy to believe? The 2011 race was over a decade ago? In 2023, we'll see 16 cars, 1 less but around the same number as the 2011 Le Mans race, and I can speak for anyone when I say I can't wait. Another fact to consider is that NASCAR officially confirmed that their next-gen Chevy Camaro ZR1 NASCAR plans to race as the Garage 56 entry in this special 100th endurance race. On top of that, 2023 marks the 75th anniversary of NASCAR's existence, and just to see a NASCAR race at Le Mans this year will be very special for NASCAR and endurance racing fans. NASCAR teams up with Hendrick Motorsports, Chevy, and Goodyear with Garage 56 and Team Hendrick running the number 24 NASCAR in their experimental class at Le Mans. Team Hendrick has an incredible history in the NASCAR Cup Series since 1984 and has won 295 total races and 14 driver championships. So if anything, the right team was chosen to bring NASCAR to the 24-hour endurance race. The driver lineup adds why this entry will be legendary too. 3 drivers who had won prestigious events include Jimmie Johnson, a 7-time champion in the NASCAR Cup Series, Jenson Button, the 2009 Formula One champion, and Mike Rockenfeller, a 2-time winner at the 24 Hours of Le Mans with the Audi prototypes. All 3 drivers had experience driving a NASCAR and will each share a driver's seat in the historic event. Just a month ago in April, there was a big plot twist that very much surprised everyone in the media. There was a post on Instagram from Only Endurance about the ACO has declared it will be removing the chicanes on the long straight only for the Centenary 24 Hours of Le Mans, tracing the track how it used to be in 1989. I'm going to be completely honest, when I first saw this post and read it, my face lit up in shock and got even more excited than ever, and majority of the fans from the community fell for it. But when I read all of it, turns out it was an April Fool's prank, and it got everyone really good. If only they allowed a one-off without chicanes, that would have been huge news for the historic event. The two chicanes on the straight have been in use since 1990 for safety, limiting the cars reaching maximum speeds and reducing the risk of potential casualties. So another thing to discuss is the manufacturers that have a high chance of winning the 24 Hours of Le Mans this year. There are many things we learned from the first 3 races of the 2023 WEC season. It's obvious that Toyota has remained too strong and reliable, taking back-to-back wins at Sebring, Portimao, and Spa tracks. The Japanese mark is unstoppable since the start of the hypercar era in 2021. While the other teams are still improving their cars, Toyota still has a high chance of winning the 24-hour French race again, as it won Le Mans 5 straight times in a row. Ferrari is truly in the fight with Toyota. The 6 hours of Spa has proved that Toyota cannot expect to win every race forever. The 499P was proven quicker, and the times from the race showed the car is on par with the GR010. The catch is, if Ferrari has the reliability and a perfect race strategy, Ferrari may have a strong case for Le Mans victory, and others such as Cadillac and Porsche, which are not far behind. In the GTE AM class, Corvette stands at the top of the GTE standings, and it is exciting to see an American factory team beating the European teams with only a single car. The Corvette team hopes to get their redemption to win the final Le Mans for GTE class this year. If it wasn't for the tragic wreck last year in 2022, the Corvette team would have been set to win Le Mans. Corvette Racing hasn't won Le Mans since 2015, so let's hope they dominate the Centenary Le Mans race and the GTE class. Another thing to mention is the beautiful Centenary paint liveries from Porsche and Peugeot. On April 28, 2023, Porsche unveiled this 963 with a special one-off livery and will run it at the 24 Hours of Le Mans Centenary race in June. The livery is a mixture of the new Porsche Penske livery and a variety of colors, each referencing iconic historical Porsche Le Mans liveries such as the Pink Pig, Golf, Rothmans, Martini, and much more. What makes this livery even more special is that not only it celebrates the Centenary edition of Le Mans, but as well as Porsche's 75th birthday this year with the number 75 on it. I'll have to admit that the livery is incredibly stunning with amazing colors. Peugeot unveiled their Centenary livery for their 9XA hypercar to run the special livery at the 24 Hours of Le Mans and carry on with it until the end of the season. There is only one word to describe this paint livery: unique. It's by far the most unique livery I've ever seen on a hypercar prototype. And so, that's everything you need to know about what's happening at the Centenary 24 Hours of Le Mans this year. I can see everyone in the comments speaking out they are super excited for this special Le Mans event, because I am too. The hype is just unbelievable. The big hypercar grid will be a battle to watch, including the NASCAR thundering on the track and more stamped battles of GTE and LMP2 cars. Thanks to Le Mans Hypercar News, Only Endurance on Instagram, and FIA WEC for providing so much info to majority of the fans in the endurance racing community. The 100th anniversary of Le Mans will be a race to be remembered. This is only the beginning of the new golden era of endurance racing. I hope you all did enjoy this video. If you did so, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for some more quality content like this, and you are more than happy to give me any suggestions in the comments down below, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for checking in. Peace out, stay safe, Chris the Radar, out.